against the swamp, as we'll see the number 21 team in the country, the Texas A&M Aggies, taking on the 11th ranked team in the land, the Florida Gators. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Gators will kick it away first. Coming out with it, it's Owens. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. On the move, it's Moss. Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3.
Nice job by the defense. A lot of times offenses want time to mesh that RPO and read it. Now, the defense got in there so fast, they didn't give him an option. Got the nice tackle for a loss, putting the offense in a worse situation.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
The noise is deafening, trying to make sure only the Gators get out of the swamp on 3rd down.
Just got to wonder, too, guys, if the crowd didn't impact the offense. They're playing on the road on the first 3rd down of this football game. Incomplete. The idea here, I think, just punt it away and see if you can regroup because this environment is hostile.
And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half.
Texas A&M.
Snagged in the middle. It's Hansen.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate, easy throw. You can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here.
The Gators get enough for the 1st down. Throw him to the spot, and that's exactly what he did to pick up the 1st down.
And that's so many hours of doing this together. You know exactly when he's going to break on that out route. You know what kind of speed he has because you've thrown it so many times. Nice rhythm and timing, and you could tell that was experience between receiver and quarterback.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker.
This is no surprise to defenses anymore. Everybody throws wide receiver screens, and you could tell they were ready for it. They saw the quick game. They pounced on it, got the wide receiver on the ground. That's not the first time they've seen that one.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Wilson. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Trying to move the sticks on third down. Give to the single back. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
And the Gators will try to convert on fourth down. They'll move the tight end. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. On fourth down, they'll pass for it. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Gator!
Man, this guy is an elite tight end. This guy is a dude. He keeps making plays like this. We're going to start comparing him to Brock Bowers and Kyle Pitts. The run after the catch, the big body, the athletic ability. He has it all.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fielded in the end zone. It's Owens. That's the kind of mistake that throws off your game plan. Come out of the end zone and you're stopped at the 8. Let's see if this offense can get out of a hole as they start this drive at their own 8. Power football with the run. How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple.
Man, this defense is setting the tone early. 3 and out on the first drive, and on the first play, the second drive, they get a TFL. They are sending a very clear and distinct message to this offense. They are going to set the tone of this game.
And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Well, this head coach is clearly sending a message. Not sure what it is, but he's going for it close to his own end zone. On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. That's reeled in. It's Williams. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. They were willing to spin that wheel of fortune in their own territory, and it paid off.
And it came up good. I mean, I think you see the aggressiveness by these offenses now, willing to go for it on their own territory, and I like it because they got it.
Just broke the tackle and still on his feet. Touchdown, Aggies. A great catch and run for 6.
And how about the big athlete, the ability to catch the football and then also do damage after the catch. You see so many athletic tight ends nowadays with physicality and the ability to make you miss. He breaks a tackle and goes a long way for the big touchdown.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Catch in the middle. It's Sturdivant. Running wide open down the gut of the field. Touchdown, Florida. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running, I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Throw into the end zone, and it's picked off.
2-point plays, the windows are very small to throw into. That time, he just tried to force it into a tiny window. It ended up being picked, and the offense comes away with no points.
Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They get him stopped, but not before he gets it out to the 40-yard line. They'll start this drive and snap it from the 40. Quarterback run is part of their game plan.
Quarterbacks generally, guys, we know, they're not as big and not as physical runners as running backs. So it is going to be trickier for them to break tackles. I like the idea of getting the design quarterback running game going. Moving forward, let's see if we can get him out to the perimeter.
Quickly out to the tight end. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. This crowd unhinged, trying to make sure the Gators don't back down on 3rd down. The offense changing the play. Back to throw, it's Reed. Quarterback moving. Trying to escape and get it himself. They finally get him on the ground, but not before he rips off enough for a first down. A&M comes back out with another first down. Looking to throw on first down. Finds the tight end. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Pressure coming. Quarterback tried to scramble around for a while, but the defense able to bring him down. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. A designed run for the quarterback. He is not going to get there. Stopped short of the line to gain, and it'll be 4th down. They didn't get enough for the first down, so 4th down, clock running as they hurry to the line. Makes the grab, past the marker. They get him on the ground, but that'll be enough to give Texas A&M a first down. On the move. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
And man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a ball.
They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that 3rd down play. They'll try to get the first through the air. Here comes the heat. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Inside the 25, they'll snap it from the 24, first down. Oh, they're after him. He's loose. How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself? And a chance to really carry momentum with them into the locker room if they can take the lead here. 1st and goal. Into the end zone. And it's incomplete as he was trying to finish the drive with a score.
And that is a huge missed opportunity for your quarterback. You've got your guy wide open in the end zone. You're not under pressure. You just got to hit him. That ball got away, and that's one he'd like to have back.
Fires into the end zone. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be 3rd down. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. 3rd and goal, and they'll try to pass it in. And the defense doesn't let him get loose, and that's going to wrap things up here in the half. No hesitation from this head coach. He will go for it on 4th and goal from the 1. Texas A&M has it teed up to start this second half. He'll bring it out. It's ball. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Back to throw, it's Lagway. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was...
And the sack all the way back at the 5. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He stopped at the 15, not enough for the first down, and you'd think we'd see the punt team. The Gators headed quickly to the line. They're throwing for it on 4th down. Down he goes, and the defense snuffs out this drive with a sack.
Man, that's a rough outcome. I get it. I want to try to be aggressive, but backed up in your own territory, aggressive, and you fail. Now you've set the other team up for almost automatic points.
On the run, it's Mock. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And this offense on 1st down, man, they go backwards. And they built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
Caught in the backfield, it's Williams. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can't pick up a first down without scoring. 3rd down. Now on the move. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss. This is hardly a surprise. After converting their first 2 4th down attempts, they'll try it again. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And it's knocked away. They'll give up the ball, failing to convert on 4th.
Man, that is just a great job on defense there on 4th down, making a play on the ball in the air. Everybody had their eyes on the quarterback, but having great timing, swatting the ball away and doing it cleanly. No PI. As a result, that defense has earned a rest. They're coming off the field.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, really be physical, because if he bobbles it at all, as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. Makes the catch at the 20. He's showing it all, the juice, the jets, the moves, and he's got it down to the 16-yard line. They just changed the dynamic of this possession in a heartbeat, and now it's 1st and 10 from inside the red zone. Flushed out of the pocket. He is run out of bounds right at the 10-yard line.
And think this is important for this defense. This will be a big key in the football game. Like, I got to limit the damage from that guy because that's a QB that's dynamic, and he can make so many big plays. I got to string him out. I got to make him get to the sideline. But I will say this. I do want to hit him at the end of the runs. I don't want to let him out of bounds and let him get free.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
Man, what a huge mistake. Jesse, in the red zone, primed to get points, and maybe put this one out of reach, at least make it a two-score game. Not only did they give up the big play, how about with the setup with field position on the other side?
Yeah, David. Coaches always tell quarterbacks when you're in the red zone, it's touchdowns or it's checkdowns. You cannot turn it over. Critical mistake, but give the defense credit because not only do they get the pick, but they completely flip the field with an unbelievable return.
So the final period starts with a second down play. Back to pass, it's Reed. Rushes on him. Got his man. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
Can't make the play on the interception, and man, they were looking for their first pick of the game. Instead, it'll be fourth down.
And man, did the defense just miss an opportunity that they could have turned the lights out with the lead, get the football back here, missed opportunity. Maybe this offense now can take advantage and swing some momentum in this football game.
On fourth down, looking to pass. Finds his big tight end. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Texas A&M. The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
He'll bring it out. It's Ball. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. On the ground, it's Ball. Oh, he's got some space. Stopped at the 24-yard line after the 10-yard gain.
One of the things you love about this running back is his physicality. He's got great size, and because of that, he can wear defenses down. Those 2, 3, and 4-yard gains in the first and second quarter, they become big gains late. Guys don't want to tackle him, and you're seeing that now.
Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. After the productive first down play at 2nd and 6. Off the play fake. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Was looking for a little more daylight for a big return, but he'll settle for the pick and setting his offense up at the 24. The Texas A&M offense goes back to work. They've been challenged now, Jesse, and it's up to this offense to provide an answer.
Yeah, they've got to be able to get the momentum back, David. We know that's a real thing in college football. Here late in the game, you still got the lead, but how can they answer?
And I think that's what you remember. Still got the lead. Doesn't matter the defense just gave up a score. Let's execute and keep this lead.
Wouldn't be surprised to see them go right back to the run on second down and maybe put this thing away. Oh, look out. The ball's free. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover. To throw, it's Lagway. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And is knocked away and incomplete. The defensive back staying in phase and batting it away.
Well, you know, the defense felt freaked out on that one. You're in the fourth quarter, and you're lined up against one of the fastest players in all of college football. And they're taking a shot up top. You just hold on tight and hope for the best. At that time, they were able to force an incompletion.
Going to swing it on second down. Moving away from pressure. He'll try to do it himself. Nice run there to keep things moving before they force him out of bounds.
Man, this defense has their hands full today because not only do they have to worry about the running backs and not only do they have to worry about the passing game, they've got to worry about this quarterback running the football because of plays like that. Not a huge explosive play, but he showed you the athleticism. He showed you he has the ability to hurt you with his legs.
They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
Under fire. Stands in and takes the hit. And it's caught inside the 25. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call.
Man, a lot of times when you blitz that linebacker, it's about timing. You don't show your hand, and he gets up to the line of scrimmage, gets right through the line, makes the tackle for a loss.
And as soon as the running back gets the football, he's got a face full of linebacker.
Not much you can do there. Like, you got to have a little better block. You got to identify that blitz a little bit faster by the offensive line.
Here's the pressure. Here's the heat. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. Looking to help the kicker out on third down. From here, it would be a 59-yard attempt. Dropping back, it's Lagway. And they can't make the connection on third down.
Well, the quarterback off target on that one. And in this 2-minute situation, you've got to be able to call and run passing plays that you feel like you can run in your sleep.
It's a one-score game late, and they've got to go for it on fourth down. He'll go up top, maybe a deciding play here. Takes a hit as he fires. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection.
And that's a play the quarterback would love to have back. Late in the game, trailing by only one possession on fourth down, it looked like there was a window to put that football in.
Looking deep down the right side. Hits him in stride inside the 10. Touchdown, Aggies. Once he got a step, it was all over right to the house.
That is how it's done. Great job by this offense. And because of the score and the time, you kick the extra point because you're going to make them go down the field, have to score, and get a 2-point conversion to tie this football game. Great drive by this offense.
Fair catch, called for and made. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll start this drive going to the air. He wants a big play here late. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but second down coming.
You know, I feel for this offense, if they're going to get back in the game, I don't know if they're going to be able to do it with chunk plays. They're going to have to be methodical and generate some first downs and march down the field.
They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. To the air, it's Lagway. Fires to the wideout. A strike downfield. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. Lost a throw on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Hawkins. There he goes. Steps into the end zone for a touchdown, and man, oh man, time was about to run out on him, and now they need the two-point conversion to tie.
They got the touchdown, guys, but I don't know if they're going to be able to even get a playoff after this onside kick attempt. If they recover it, they're going to have to do it super quick to give themselves a chance for the Hail Mary into the end zone to win.
And guys, as big as that touchdown was, they have to try to pay it off with a two-point try to tie the game. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Incomplete. The two-point conversion attempt fails, and in the final seconds of this one, they still find themselves down by 2. The timeout stops the clock with 10 seconds to play. Here's the situation. First, they have to recover the onside kick, then maybe time for a play or two. They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
Not all close games are created equal, but this one, man, what a ride. A matchup between a... Welcome, everyone, to the shores of the Tennessee River, Neyland Stadium, home of the Volunteers. As we'll see the number 21 team in the country, the Texas A&M Aggies, taking on the 22nd ranked team in the land, the Tennessee Volunteers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. Texas A&M about to boot it away to start this game. He'll bring it out. It's Lewis. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing. Turn. They'll operate out a split back. Gun. He leaves it with the back. Able to pick up a couple before he's dragged down at the 19.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Leaves it with the back. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
From the gun, the running back has it. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
The one thing that can derail this offense, a bunch of 3-and-outs. They won't. Big man has it. It's a first down and more. Wide open spaces. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on fourth down. The definition of four-down territory has changed over the last few years. It extended into their own territory there.
Anywhere, everywhere. Just look at the card, right? That card's supposed to tell us what to do. But, maybe I'll go for it anyways. This offense took a little bit of a gamble, but they get the first down. Nothing to worry about.
Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Now the play fake. Under fire. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Well, they try to throw for it there on 3rd down on the opening drive of the game. They don't get it, but let's punt the ball away. Let's trust our defense. And, guys, let's also trust this home field advantage and the crowd to get loud and make it real difficult on our opponent.
Going to try to make life miserable for these guys. The RPO, fire complete to the left. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
My old coach said to never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Offense gets set for 2nd down. A run for the quarterback. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Neyland Stadium alive. A cauldron of orange noise on 3rd down. Looking to pass. It's Reed. Dances away to buy time. Got it in the middle. It's Bussey. Working their way closer and closer. A 3rd down conversion, and they've got it at the 26. We'll see if they have enough time to get another snap before the clock hits 0. To the air on 1st down. Finds his big tight end. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. To the ground with the back. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next play.
And the Aggies get enough for the 1st down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Got it behind the line. It's Williams. And now in the pitch, the ball's loose. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
Well, the quarterback got it to his receiver quickly and gave him an opportunity to make a few moves after the catch, but he's got to do a better job with ball security that time. That is a costly fumble.
So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. grabbed in the middle. It's Staley. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
To the air, it's Aguilar. Lets it fly. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play. And the Volunteers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. Picked off. What a play to set him up. They got him down pretty quickly after the pick, but now they've got it at the 15-yard line.
Man, that is picture-perfect cover zero. When I play cover zero, I'm bringing pressure, and that ball's going to come out. Look at the defense. Ready for that ball to come out of the quarterback's hand. Nice job breaking on the football and going and making the interception.
Just going to keep it after the snap. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. The defense going to stop the clock with the timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Here's the handoff. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4. The defense calls the timeout. They're 2nd of the day as they try to get their act together. This crowd knows they have to bring it in big moments, and one of those has arrived. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Got some room, headed to the goal line. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave him a little bit of everything on that one.
And on the 3rd play of the drive, 3rd down, it's the scrambling ability of this quarterback that goes and picks up the 1st down. He was so calm back there. He never got flustered. Nobody open. Nope.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Aggies. Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Fielded in the end zone, it's Newton. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Looking downfield, it's Aguilar. And he is snowed under, sacked at the 7.
And these edge rushers, man, they're so athletic nowadays. They can get to the quarterback, bend that corner so quickly, get him on the ground before he knows what hits him. How about that defensive end, that speed off the edge?
Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. They didn't give him much of a chance to make that play even bigger, but the turnover has him set up at the 16. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. They have it once again in spectacular field position, cashed in the last time and even better this time around. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, 1st and goal.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Aggies. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
Well, one of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Bringing the heat. And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. And he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, Texas A&M. Look, a lot of time left. Welcome to College Station, Texas. Kyle Field, home of the 12th man and the Texas A&M Aggies. As we'll see, the number 8 team in the country, the LSU Tigers, taking on the 21st ranked team in the land, the Texas A&M Aggies. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Every day they're lining up for an onside kick on the opening kickoff. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick.
Man, these coaches talked about being aggressive, and they were. First quarter, you're going with the onside already. I would say it's a little bit careless, a little bit reckless. Onside kicks are not high percentage, but they went for...
Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. He'll try to take it back. Tiger. The defense does the work itself with a pick 6.
And that is not the start this offense wanted. You're trying to come out, you're trying to create some momentum and get a rhythm and consistency, but you throw the pick 6 early and put yourself in a hole. Not good.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Coming out with it, it's Owens. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Looks as if he's going to run it. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one.
Brings up second down.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Looking for a man. It's Reed. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Trying to pick up a first down. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And down he goes back at the 3.
And this is not the start this guy envisioned in this game. He's already thrown a pick 6 here in the first quarter, and now he takes a sack. You got to wonder if that pick 6 rattled him a little bit, and if he's out here now seeing ghosts. He's got to get to the sidelines. He's got to shake the cobwebs off. He's got to be able to turn the page and have a short memory, because this thing is going in the wrong direction for their signal call.
They're going to throw it to start the drive. Got him downfield. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense. 1st and goal from the 7. After that huge gain, now a chance to cash it in from just outside the 5. He's looking to throw. That's got it. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3.
The offense trying to throw it there quickly down close to the goal line. Nice job by the defense tackling the catch.
They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. We'll see if this offensive line is ready for the blitz. Trying to bowl his way in. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers! A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target and make the big play, get the touchdown.
Throw to the end zone, picked off.
I love the coverage by the defense right here. Great job getting up in their space. Nothing easy down here for a 2-point conversion. The interception was just great.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fielded in the end zone. It's Owens. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. This drive will open from the 15. Takes a handoff. It's Moss. Pushes ahead for 2. They'll mark it at the 17.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Looking downfield, it's Reed. Fires to the tight end. At the 35, he's open. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field, and they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. You guys have both played in rivalry games, so what did you do to keep yourself locked in during that week of preparation, David?
Well, you try to keep your emotions in check, but it's really, really hard to do because a lot of times the hatred is so strong, the emotions are so real. The coaches get super tight, and they start talking about things, Jesse, so you don't just treat it as another game.
No, it's hard to handle the anxiety leading up to those games, not just because of what it means to your season, but because of what the fans are saying, what your coaches are saying, what your family and friends are saying, understanding how important those rivalries are.
That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. On 4th down, going to the air. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a 1st down.
The end of the first quarter with the score LSU 13, Texas A&M 0.
So after the break, they'll go back to work. Looking downfield on 1st down. Lets it fly deep downfield. Touchdown, Aggie! They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them.
And this quarterback really does a great job of seeing the defense and seeing what kind of coverage they're in. And I think when this offense goes empty and they spread the defense out, it just makes it so much more simple for the QB to see what the defense is doing pre-snap and then post-snap. You can tell he's playing in a great rhythm right now because he's seeing the field, and these empty sets are really helping him out.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. He'll bring it out. It's Anderson. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. they can get something going here late in the half. Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking to throw, it's Nussmeier. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming.
And that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. Catch in the middle, it's Sharp. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. LSU right back to the line.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Now on 2nd down. Wide receiver going in motion. Back to pass on 2nd down. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
Man, a quarterback threw that ball hard, too. And I know sometimes when you're throwing an in-breaking route, you want to get it to your receiver quickly. But when you try to strain and throw it harder, oftentimes your accuracy is what suffers. And you saw it there on the incompletion.
He wants to throw it again. He's got an open man. Oh, look out on the right. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, LSU!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Now to make sure this kickoff team covers properly to pay off that last scoring drive. And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. To do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. To the air, it's Reed. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Pocket breaking down. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Got a man, it's Williams. Powers through. He goes out of bounds just short of the 30 at the 29-yard line, and when you're backed up, execution like that at a premium. Texas A&M back to work with another first down. Wants to go up top on first down. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running, 2nd down coming. Looking to fire. Got it in the middle. It's Craver. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. It's 3rd down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his man. It's Williams. And works it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Looking to throw on first down. Just a short pass to the tight end. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. The modest gain on the completion really shows why you want to run the zone. Make them execute and rally to the ball.
100%. Zone eyes on the quarterback. I see him throw the football, break on it, go make tackles, live to fight another day.
Can't find a man, and he'll be at the 40.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they built it.
And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Texas A&M will have to boot it away. Second time today they've been forced to punt. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Dropping back, it's Nussmeier. Snagged in the middle, it's Sharp. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. LSU quick to the line. Motion from the wide receiver. Wants to throw, he's working against the clock. Going to throw it over the top of the knee. And they can't hook up, going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down.
Well, the offense is doing their best to try and at least get into field goal range here at the end of the first half. So they take a vertical shot down the field, but give the defense credit. Lots of eyes back there on the quarterback. They're able to break on the ball and make sure that throw falls incomplete.
The offense will quickly use a timeout.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of...
Oh, it's picked off. A rare mistake from this guy. Got some room to run. The tag. Touchdown, Aggies. What a play. Not only the interception, but the great return for the score.
How about a game-changing play for this defense? Stepping in front of the football and knowing what to do with it, taking it all the way to the end zone.
And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. To get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. He'll bring it out. It's Anderson. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Looking for a man. It's Nussmeier. Pressure coming. Takes a shot as he lets it go. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. Texas A&M ready to kick it away to get the third quarter started. He'll bring it out. It's Anderson. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Wants to throw on first down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
Wants to fire on second down. Pulls it in. It's Durham. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
To the air on first down. Looking left. Got his man downfield. Breaks into the open. Turning on the Jets. Touchdown, Tigers. He got a step and just dusted the field. They've extended this lead, guys, but sometimes in a rivalry game, you get down and you fight back that much harder.
Man, you've seen crazy comebacks and crazy swings of momentum in rivalry games. You just need that first thing to break your way, Paul.
And I think it really comes down to their key playmakers, David. They can come back, but these guys need to take ownership. Now's the time. In this type of game, they have got to step up and start making plays.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. First play of the drive comes from the 22. He might want another play. They want to run this quarterback. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one, 2nd and 8 coming up.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some.
Lost one deep down the right side. He's got another 25. He just brought some serious energy, making that huge play and getting it all the way down to the 23-yard line. This offense has to be feeling it after that last one, and they'll snap it 1st and 10 just outside the 20. And he was looking over the middle and couldn't make the connection.
Man, this is an unbelievable start for this defender in this game, guy. That's already his 2nd PD in this game. Playing with his eyes, he's breaking on the ball. You just can't start a game any better.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Scanning the field, it's Reed. This time he's got his man. Beck's going for the goal line. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it 1st and goal.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Wants to keep it in the air. Here he goes breaking the pocket. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
I think defenses sometimes get frustrated and you want to get blitz happy and because you give up yards. In this day and age, you're going to give up yards. Who cares? This is the area you're going to bow up. Nice job on 1st down stopping him. A couple more downs here to stay aggressive.
They won't let him in. He had a nose for that end zone, but he will be stopped short. Calls his own number. Grinding and churning close to the goal line, but he'll be stopped inches short. With a double-digit deficit here in the 2nd half, they're going to go for it on 4th down. Looking to throw. Here comes the heat. They got him for the sack, and they'll get the ball back after the 4th down stop.
And that's the world we live in. You want to be aggressive. You want to get touchdowns. You don't want to kick field goals. Analytics says this. Well, now you get no points. And the defense bows up in a big part of the field, gets the big sack on 4th down and goal.
Looking to the big tight end. Got a man in the middle. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the 1st down.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the 2nd half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
2nd down, he'll throw it. Throwing right. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete.
You know, these throws in the perimeter of the field can be so tricky for a quarterback. You've got to be pinpoint accurate and have great timing. You didn't see it there from the QB.
Wants to throw. It's Nussmeier. Makes the catch. It's Anderson. They get him stopped and out of bounds at the 45-yard line, and the big play has this offense ready to mount a threat. LSU moving quickly, going to work again on 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. A little floater there that falls incomplete.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Wide open downfield. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. Looking downfield on first down. Quick completion on the out route. He's out of bounds on what will be the final play of the third quarter.
LSU 28, Texas A&M 14.
Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Makes the catch. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, LSU! Precision blocking up front, created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
And the big fellas are on the field as they try to power it in for two. Looking to throw, it's Nussmeier. He's got it. Two-point try is good as they build on this lead. Now they'll try to get another possession with an onside kick. They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it.
Well, here in the fourth quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. On that last drive, 4th and goal didn't exactly work out. They really need to pay it off this time, Jesse.
And they were so anxious and eager to get back on the field. They know they left points on the board. They let that one get away from them. They look like they are pumped up and ready to go here today.
And listen, it was a good drive, so you got to remember that. But they got to realize, I got to get points. When I get in those areas, I got to capitalize. And they wanted a touchdown last time. This drive, they can go make it happen.
Going to try to get it himself. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit. Texas A&M going quickly.
It's so nice to be an offense on second down in short yardage situations. Why? I can take shots. If I want to, I can just act like I'm going to run to try to get the first down, take a deep shot down the field. I can run the football. The whole playbook is open to my disposal.
The Aggies getting set on 1st and 10. This is a designed run. And you'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Aggie.
And that's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball. Man, is he ever dangerous and explosive with his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he has got way too much wiggle and speed. We saw it right there.
Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the scoring play came on the 12-yard run. They're on it. They recover the onside kick, and they get it right back.
And there's still life in this team. Obviously, they're down here in the fourth quarter, but they're able to execute the onside kick. They retain possession. And now let's see what happens.
Oh, they're after him. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. That last sack got them behind the sticks. It's 2nd and long here. Dropping back, it's Reed. Throws to the wideout. Had the pick in his hands and couldn't hang on, and you just won't see that from him very often. It'll be 3rd down.
And you just got to know the situation of the game, obviously. After that incompletion, now setting up third down, you still got timeouts. You can attack the middle of the field. It's all out there for you. There's no need to panic. Because of those timeouts, you still have an eternity to get back in this game.
Outside the pocket, lets it go. Going to throw it to the right. He's got his man. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line. Wants to go up top on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Craven. And he goes down after making the grab. Picked up a few, but he's still short of the first down marker. They just keep firing. Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, Texas A&M. And here they come, almost all the way back.
Well, the good news is you scored a touchdown. You've made this a one-possession game. The bad news is you got to get the ball back. So if you're the head coach, you got to start thinking, how are we going to do that? Are we going onside kick, or do we trust our defense to give it back to the owner?
Quick timeout by the defense here, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Trailing by a touchdown here in the fourth, they'll try to get it back with the onside kick. Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch.
Well, great job by the hands team receiving there. They're able to spot the kick, fall on it, make sure they keep possession, secure it. Nice job.
LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. These are the games. These are the moments. This is the opportunity for the finish that people remember in rivalries like this one.
And those highlights that are shown for years and years to come. These big-time moments, Palmer, coming down to the wire, who steps up and makes the big-time play.
And this is why you lift the weights in the offseason. This is why you do all the gassers and all the sprints. For moments like this, game on the line in one of the biggest games of the year.
Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. The 12th man more than standing at the ready. They are bringing the heat on third down. Back to throw, it's Nussmeier. A strike downfield. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals.
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
He wants to throw it. He's got the two-point conversion, and they build on that lead. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And they put the points on the board with that 37-yard touchdown pass.
Number 32, set to kick it away.
Caught inside the 20, chance for a good return. He's going to get loose. They won't get him. It's a touchdown.
And this is always an interesting spot for me now because you're going to have to go for two regardless. I don't know if it's now or if it's later when you score, but at some point you're going to have to pull the trigger. So that's a you decision, but nice job by this offense getting the touchdown now to give yourself that opportunity to have a choice.
Time is of the essence. Just under a minute to go as they line up for the onside kick. He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. They'll start this drive at their own 48. He leaves it with his back. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. And the quarterback takes the snap and kneels down. How much fun was that? I mean, you just dream of having games like that every time you go into the booth. College Station, Texas, Kyle Field, home of the 12th man and the Texas A&M Aggies. As we'll see, the number 16 team in the country, the Michigan Wolverines, taking on the 21st ranked team in the land, the Texas A&M Aggies. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. Texas A&M set to kick off to christen this game. Fielded in the end zone, it's Marshall. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Leaves it with the back. Slithers into space. Oh, a lot of space. The 50. The 40. It's a seam wide open. Touchdown, Michigan. He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
And as a coach, you're just hoping your offense can take the field on the first series of the game and create a little bit of momentum, get into a rhythm. How about that running play? Hitting a home run early in this game. You know that's got the sidelines all juiced up.
And he knocked that one right down the middle. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Coming out with it, it's Owens. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. How about that elusiveness? He's got space. They finally get him on the ground, and this junior turning in a big play after the catch.
Not wasting any time. You just watch the opponent go down on their first drive and score a touchdown. So right away, you're aggressive. You're throwing the football on your first play of the game, and you're getting a nice completion. Really nice job.
And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He'll take it himself. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
You know, this offensive line, they just got to hold their blocks a little bit longer. This offense likes to run their quarterback on design plays. And if you can just give him a little crease, he can take it the distance, but they couldn't get it done there.
Got his man in the middle. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44. These routes have some reads and adaptability built in, and the big fella found that cushion and made the play.
Man, it's so awesome how much offenses have evolved. They know exactly what they're getting, where to sit down, quarterback, tight end, on this.
Turning it on!
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
And the Aggies in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Quarterback keeps it. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. The Aggies come to the line trying to find a way to convert on 3rd and very short. Using his feet. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line.
That's good for Fighting Texas Aggies.
And the Aggies come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Back to pass, it's Reed. Makes the catch. It's Moss. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Just discarding tacklers, punching and grinding his way to the 23. Running backs just have to be a weapon in the passing game, even for little dump-offs and checkdowns.
Yeah, find your matchups. I mean, you think about running back versus a linebacker. We like that matchup in space, and so find ways to get the football to your running back in space where you can break tackles and make things happen because they're just so dynamic.
He's out of bounds after the good pickup, and what a way to end the first period.
Michigan 7, Texas A&M 0.
They've got a first down here to open the period. He leaves it with the back. There was just nowhere to cut back. Great job by the defense, and he'll have to take the loss.
Second down.
When the offense gets in those multiple tight end looks, you kind of have a good understanding of what's coming. You don't know where the ball's going necessarily, but they'll put those big old bodies in there to block, to move people, to put more mass on the field, especially once you get in this red area where you have to be able to run the football effectively. Those passing windows tend to shrink a lot.
On the move. They stop him short of the sticks, and it'll be fourth down. The Aggies are in the hurry-up. On fourth down, trying to find his man. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Great coverage on that fourth down play. Nice job blanketing the receiver out wide. The defense, you could tell, they knew they were going for it. They had a game plan. They get the big stop and turn it over to their offense.
No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Using his legs, it's Haynes. And they don't pick up anything right there, but at least they avoid getting tackled in their own end zone. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. They've got them penned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Feet in the end zone, looking to fire. Picked off. They turn over in their own end. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
And that's not the attempt you wanted to start the game. First pass of the game, interception. Man, just this is where you go to the sidelines. You have a good talk with your coach. You settle down. It's not the end of the world. It's one pass, but that is not the start he had in mind today.
And the sudden change magnified for this defense as it's first and goal. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and they've got a chance to lock this thing up before the break. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. To the air, it's Reed. Rushes on him. And this defense goes back-to-back sack, Jack.
In that second down play, the defense, I think, was expecting pass. So you saw them come firing upfield. They use their speed. They use their athleticism. They win the one-on-ones, and they get a big-time sack.
It's third and goal and a long way from the end zone. He's got him still on his feet. And they'll get him down inside the 5, but this offense powering toward a score. Snaps it in the shotgun. And they can't make the connection on fourth down, and they'll turn it over.
Man, aggressive play calls. Everybody wants you to be aggressive. They're aggressive. They take their shot. Now they got to live with a little bit of the consequences. They turn the football over on downs. Now their defense has to go out on the field and make some stops.
The give to the back. And he can't get past the 2-yard line, but at least they avoided going backwards. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. From his end zone, looking to throw. Got to take care of the ball. Catch in the middle. It's Simpson. They were able to get him stopped just shy of the first down run. The Wolverines come to the line in the hurry-up. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. The 12th man putting a stamp on this game right now and bringing it on third down. To the ground to try to pick up the first. Lots of running room. There he goes. Such a big part to convert these third downs, and they've got it at the 42.
And that is such great execution by this offense. Third down and 2. They know you're running the football, but they were physical. Great job creating a little bit of space. Not only do you get the first down, you chew up a bunch more yards, too. Nice execution by this offense.
Gets it to him on the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there.
And those screen passes, I want those defensive linemen to run right up the field, and I want to throw it right over their head where I got some space and I can get my running back going. That is the opposite of what happened right there. There was no space. He couldn't even get going.
They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild. The defense calls the timeout, and that's their last one of the half. And the Wolverines are in a mess here on 3rd and a mile. Looking to throw, it's Underwood. Fires to the right. Complete downfield. He stopped at the 40, but it'll be a first down here late in the half.
This tight end is such a weapon because he can line up all over the field. That time he starts in the slot, he's running the corner route against zone coverage, and he's just got athleticism and wiggle and the ability to separate and make big plays. It's so nice to have a target like that.
Caught over the middle. It's Marshall. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. The Wolverines can really attack on this 2nd and short. The option look. Oh, there's a loose football on the bad pitch. And the defense jumps on it. They get that turnover.
And the defense did everything right against that option play. They got to the quarterback. They forced him to keep it. Not only do they create the fumble, but they jump on it behind the line of scrimmage. That is just perfect option defense.
Looking to throw on first down. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Makes the grab at the 10. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening 1st and goal from the 9. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Making side adjustments here. The snap sets up the throw. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, Aggie! The finisher, the exclamation point on that drive.
Well, obviously, this has been a defensive struggle the entire first half, so how big was it for the offense to score a touchdown? Their last possession of the first half, get an opportunity to tie this thing up going into halftime. I think we can expect a lot of the same here in the second half, but no doubt, huge for their confidence offensively.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Simpson. They make the stop on the return, and that is priority 1. You don't want some big return to give up a cheap touchdown on the final play of the half. And the Wolverines will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Owens. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Under fire. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yards. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
Gets the nose of the ball to the 25, give him 1.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on third down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31. And the Aggies come to the line with a new set of downs. The give to the single back. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
They just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the second half.
Hey, that's a great job executing the drag route. You just bring the big fella across the formation, wait for him to come open. The quarterback does a good job seeing him, finds him in the hole, hits him. Perfect job.
Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2.
Here's the thing. I know this guy's not going to win the Heisman Trophy, but he's a pretty talented football player that's made big plays for this offense in the past. They have not had any success when they've given him chances so far in this game. And in the third quarter, you're getting a little nervous, I think, if you're the head coach, because he's a guy you need to have success if you're going to win.
He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it.
This guy just gives you nightmares. I mean, he's just got so much electricity. He just pulls it down and chews up yards like it's nothing. That's a quarterback. A quarterback doing that to your defense.
Got enough for the first. He's loose. Touchdown, Aggies. And that one will give him the lead. What an explosive eruption into the end zone by this running back.
And this back does it a lot. He makes big plays. When you can make big plays like this, it makes everybody's job easier. Oh, we can play action. Oh, we can throw it. But it starts with the run game, and this guy's setting everything up.
He'll bring it out. It's Marshall. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Back to throw, it's Underwood. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Oh, he's got some space. Brought down just short of the sticks on the screen pass.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous and you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense a little bit more honest if you want to start putting a lot of pressure.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front seven tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
The 12th man more than standing at the ready. They are bringing the heat on third down. They'll try to power their way ahead. They thought they could just run it on third and short, but this defense was there to make the stop.
Texas A&M 14, Michigan 7.
Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Incomplete on fourth down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive.
That's a gutsy call. And I know the analytics world says to go for it more often, but when you're in your own territory and now you turn the football over to the other team. Points are so much easier to get. Obviously, I know, Jesse, it didn't take a color commentator to figure that out.
Got it in the middle, it's Moss.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
The Aggies with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. He'll pull it on the read. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch.
And the rush will get to him at the 25.
And this quarterback, man, you've seen him have some success, so you know he'll take off and run. The defense was ready, man. Nice job. This second half, this is a critical part of it. Don't let him beat you with his feet.
Never a doubt. Right down the middle. And now the lead is extended a little further. After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away. He'll bring it out. It's Simpson. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. 90 yards in front of them as they start the drive at their own 10. Back to throw, it's Underwood. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, there have been way too many incompletions for this offense in this game. It's a big reason why they're trailing, obviously. They've never been able to get into a rhythm, and at this juncture here on a 2-minute situation in your own end, you got to find ways to start throwing completions somewhere out on the field to get...
Reels it in down the left side. How about this senior picking up some yardage and making a nice play on that one? Offense rushing to the line of scrimmage. Clock is stopped for the first down. They'll try to get it off quickly. Wants to throw on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Makes a connection. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. Just keep slinging it. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down, clock's running. Wants to go up top. He's looking deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Well, the defense didn't get caught napping there. In this situation, you know they have to stay alert for the deep ball.
Yeah, so what defense am I going to call? I'm going to keep some DBs back deep. I'm going to keep my safety a little bit deeper, understanding they're down. They're going to have to attack down the field. I'm going to stick to my passing sets, my nickels, my dimes.
Oh, he can't hang on. Almost had the interception, and this guy makes so many big plays, but couldn't come up with that one. It'll be fourth down. They'll lead the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the first. On fourth down, he'll try to toss it. Fires left. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game.
And that just about does it. That about puts this thing to bed. The offense, listen, they had to go for it, but now defense, this is the situation where you say, I'm just going to eat clock, up by several possessions, eat clock, get out of here with a W.
They'll put it in play from the 36 for the first play of the drive. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Man, oh man, am I upset at my offensive line to give up penetration that fast? Man, we blinked and missed it.
He barely got the ball and just got destroyed immediately. What a great play. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
It'll be 3rd and long. Back to pass, it's Reed. He's going to throw deep right side. Catch and stride inside the 15. Touchdown, Aggie. And once he found open. Welcome to College Station, Texas. Kyle Field, home of the 12th man and the Texas A&M Aggies. As we'll see, the number 25 team in the country, the Texas Tech Red Raiders, taking on the 21st ranked team in the land, the Texas A&M Aggies. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. Texas A&M about to boot it away to start this game. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Show them what it's going to be like all day in this house. Grabbed in the middle. It's Carter. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards.
Man, that play takes some protection. If you're going to stick it in the belly and that wide receiver is going to run down the field that far, I need some good protection, and I need my lineman not to go downfield. Nice job by the quarterback making the right read, being patient, throwing that strike.
Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Looking to take a shot. And they won't make the connection, going for the big play.
Well, the quarterback knew where he wanted to go with the ball. His intended target just wasn't open, so the quarterback made sure he put that football in the stands.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And how about that defense in the backfield, nowhere to go right away. You could tell they were playing the run game all the way, and they got in the backfield and got the tackle for loss.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
3rd and long situation, we're bringing an extra DB on the field. We're telling our front guys to pin your ears back and go get the QB, and they get the job done.
This move just oozes confidence, going for it on 4th down from their own side of the field. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He's got it, 1st down and more. Just gashing this defense, a big gainer to the 40-yard line. How in the world could they let that happen, and how in the world did they pull it off? That was 4th and a mile, and they got it.
I mean, what a clutch play by this offense. Listen, understanding, a small throw is not going to get it done. A deep ball down the field, give yourself a chance to make a play.
There he goes. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
Well, that's great timing by the quarterback and receiver on that out route. If you're going to be running that against man coverage like they were there, that ball has to be thrown early, and it's got to be thrown out in front of the receiver, and they execute it perfectly.
And the Red Raiders have it with a 1st and 10. Catch in the middle, it's Eakin.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
Here comes 2nd down, and this crowd is turning it up a notch. To throw, it's Morton. Keeps looking downfield. Lets it fly. And the pass is incomplete, but there is a flag down on the play. Let's see what that's about. The forward pass used to be illegal in football. That one still is. The 12th man putting a stamp on this game right now and bringing it on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on 3rd down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. 4th down, baby.
The Red Raiders looking to convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Converts on 4th down. Still going. Touchdown, Red Raiders. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
How about that first drive? The hardest thing to do in college football is win on the road. They're the underdog coming into a hostile environment. What do? Possession 1, go right down the field and shut everybody in this building up.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Owens. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Bunch formation for these receivers. Hold and fire complete.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. And they'll get enough for the 1st down, and that's how things will come to a close here in the 1st quarter. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the 2nd period.
Texas Tech 7, Texas A&M 0.
First play of the period, 1st down here. Dropping back, it's Reed. Gets it out quickly. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Important in the passing game that it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going too.
Got the completion on the last play. Still some work to do on 2nd down. Looking for a gap. It's Moss. Wide open spaces. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. Foundation of Aggie football built on toughness like that, running it like John David Crow back in the day.
And those Texas people are tough and rugged, and You know, they wear their great outfits that you love to watch, but these Aggies, I think they're at their best when they got great running backs. And you've seen Spiller and A-Chain in recent history finding those game breakers, those game busters that can make big plays.
You know, you talk so much about QBs, right, and having to make really good decisions. There's a great example. He didn't see anybody open downfield. He didn't hesitate for 1 second. He put his head down, and he took off and went running and generated an explosive play for the offense.
Down to 2 minutes to play. We'll take the timeout. They'll talk it over, a chance to tie or even take the lead before the break. And the Aggies with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Second down, they'll go to the air. Finds his tight end. Gives him the big stiff arm. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Quarterback will keep it. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
On the play.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. To the air, it's Reed. Buys a little time with his feet. He'll pull it down. Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they knock him down at the 17.
Sometimes these guys just have eyes in the back of their head. You saw it right there. He was able to buy himself time, get outside the pocket, and at that point, I think the decision was pretty easy. Hey, I can go get this with my feet. And he was able to do that. Now they got a fresh set of downs.
A&M comes back out with another first down. One back in the backfield. He gets the carry. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. To the air on second down. He's got him. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
I love defenses that can tackle the catch. Right away, you're not giving up any yak. As soon as that player has the ball, he goes down now.
Using his feet to buy time. Looking for the end zone. And he wanted to get the score right there, but it falls incomplete.
On that third down, they took a shot in the end zone, just couldn't connect. QB and receiver not on the same page, and now it's decision time if you're the head coach on fourth.
It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. That'll bring him to within 4. So they put the field goal on the board and about to kick it away, and hoping that'll be the final points of this first half. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Looking to pass. It's Morton. Fires to the wideout. He put it out there for him, and the senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection.
Yeah, just not able to connect that time with his target on the in-breaking route. Got to have a little bit better rhythm. You know these are going to be small over the middle of the field, and that's why you try to put some extra mustard on it, but I think that time that's what forced the incomplete.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Quickly complete. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
I know everyone's yelling, you didn't get the first half, but even more yards. When you think about it, nice short completion, sets up a third down. And guess what? Nowadays, fourth down, green light. We're going to go for it anyways.
The 12th man more than standing at the ready. They are bringing the heat on third down. There's the pressure. And the heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. On fourth down, they're taking to the air. Going to take a shot at this DB. It's incomplete, but here comes the flag, and I think it's going to be a first down.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. To the air. It's Morton. Throws to the wideout. Got his man. Across the 50 and down and out of bounds at the 44. A good pickup on that one.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
One more snap coming before halftime. To the air on first down. Deep shot for the end zone. It's incomplete, and they tried to finish this quarter with a bang and couldn't quite connect. And the Red Raiders will kick it away to start the second half. Coming out with it, it's Owens. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Here's the heat. He'll get rid of it. And that one's incomplete. Worth taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
This offense has had some struggles early in this game so far. They're just trying to get something going, and so you take a shot. You try to find your best one-on-one matchup and see if they can make a play. The defense was ready for it. Good coverage on the back end. They look very prepared. All 11 guys on defense right now playing together as one.
They'll mark him out of bounds at about the 29-yard line.
Well, I don't know what the quarterback saw on that last play, but he made a pretty quick decision that he was just going to tuck it and run it, and his offensive coordinator is glad he did. How about the speed by the QB on that play?
The Aggies are facing third and inches. This quarterback part of their running game. And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the first down.
That's good for Fighting Texas Aggies.
Texas A&M back to work with another first down. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Not a lot of daylight, he gets one to the 32.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking downfield, it's Reed. Moving out of the pocket. Trying to make magic with his feet. And they'll knock him down.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Starting to feel a little pressure. Unloads to the wideout. Got it in the middle. It's Bussey. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42.
That's going to drive the defensive coordinator crazy because these guys take pride on their sub-defense packages. When you get into third and long situations, that's when D coordinators love to get creative and throw all these exotic blitzes and pressure the quarterback. Nobody got even close to him that time. Way too much time.
Turning on the Jets. All out of space. Touchdown, Texas A&M. And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half. There's a reason they call this dude a big playmaker. Moments just like that one. Big. Oh, and the extra point is blocked. He picks it up. That's a live ball. They put together an 81-yard drive, and that was some way to cap it off with a 42-yard touchdown jaunt. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. With jet sweep pass. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. The chains now on second and long. Looking for a man. It's Morton. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And that was good defense again, and unfortunately we've been saying that all game long. Really, really good defense. Or, listen, you can spin on the other side. This offense has really been bad.
The 12th man putting a stamp on this game right now and bringing it on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
And this is a defense that I think is really feeling themselves right now, especially after some of the good things they did in that first half. Getting a sack right away. The opening play of the third quarter, that's got to get the juices flowing. And you know after that, they're going to keep this pass rush coming.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. On fourth down, they'll throw for it. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to convert on fourth down, but couldn't do it.
That is a big-time drop right there. Fourth down. Opportunity to catch it, maybe get the first down. That is tough to swallow, but as a QB, I got to walk over to him and say, listen, dude, we're going to need you later on. I still believe it.
They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this third period.
Texas A&M 9, Texas Tech 7.
Starting off this quarter, close enough to smell the goal line. They'll dial up the run on first and goal. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Aggie!
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
And the extra point is good, and the lead is 9 here in the fourth. They didn't have a whole lot of real estate in front of them when they took over possession, but they wasted no time. Couple of plays into the end zone. It Outbounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking downfield, it's Morton. Now he's going to break the pocket. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. This A&M defense is showing up with an attitude and ready to saw everybody's horns off.
And I think it starts with those big bullies up front. And Texas high school football, you can find those guys, and they come to A&M, and you've seen them year after year after year. Big physical guys. Doesn't matter who's coaching the defense. They find those body types up front.
They'll throw again after the incompletion. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. No real chance on the return, but they've got it at the 34.
It doesn't get any better for your defense. You know exactly the situation in the fourth quarter. Everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's not icing on the cake yet, but it's getting pretty close.
So the Texas A&M offense returns to the field. It's hard enough to stop these guys, let alone when they get field position like this. They scored last time, and this time they'll crank it up from inside the red zone.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
So now it's second and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it. What a time that would have been for their first pick of the game.
That play call is going to force a lot of people to scratch their heads because you've got the lead late. Why aren't you just running the ball? When you throw, you risk having interceptions like that right there. That should have been picked.
Third play of the drive, and they need to make something happen here on third and long. Looking to throw, it's Reed. Under fire. Oh, no, the ball popped out. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
And this is one of those where you go, oof, you start to breathe a little deeper on the sidelines. You felt really, really comfortable having the big lead, +2 possessions in the fourth quarter. But now you gave the ball back. You put yourself in a position where you're going to have to earn it a little bit more now.
They'll start this drive 60 yards in front of them from their own 40. Going right to work up top. Snagged in the middle. It's Eakin. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down.
Really nice job by quarterback and wide receiver. This is why you do film work. This is why you throw on air all offseason. I know I get zone coverage. I know exactly where I'm breaking. I know exactly where to deliver the football. Nice throw, nice catch.
That's caught. It's Virgil. They make the stop right at the 30-yard line, but it's a 10-yard pickup and a first down. They've done a really good job creating the matchups they want out of the slot.
Yeah, dude, get that guy matched up on a linebacker. That guy matched up on a safety. Keep him away from the corners by putting him in the slot. Get him the football. Let him make plays.
It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30. Looking downfield on first down. He makes a catch. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. Just like that, a hat trick of completions, and they're on the doorstep.
3 plays, 3 beautifully executed plays. This offense is in a really good rhythm. This defense better change something quickly because this has been way too easy.
The Red Raiders trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. Big guy smells it, and he will take it in. Touchdown, Red Raiders.
That is such a great job by the offense, putting together a touchdown drive when they needed it most. Not a lot of time left to go, but if their defense can get them the ball back, they've got an opportunity to kick a field goal and walk out of here with a win.
Now down by 2, inside a minute to go. If they can get this onside kick, maybe they could get into field goal range. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. And right now, you still have a 2-point lead, David, but you have to be... It's a seam wide open! He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down.
And this guy really has been a workhorse today. He's made plays when his offense has needed them the most. He's a guy who's reliable. They know they can turn around, give him the football, and he'll go make things work out. And they're going to need him to finish this game. He has to continue playing well after that big run there.
They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. Talk about a timely run. Gets the first down. Clock keeps moving as they try to finish the deal. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. They've moved to the 16. It's 1st and 10. They go to the ground. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Gonna run it. It's Moss. He's stopped for no gain again. Back-to-back runs, and they have nothing to show for it except facing a 3rd and long. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Here's the give off the left side. He's brought down at the 11-yard line, and now is this 4-down territory, or will they take the chip shot field goal?
4th down.
They'll use a timeout with 26 seconds left on the clock.
Timeout, Texas A&M.
So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. Right down the boulevard. Now it'll take a touchdown to beat them, a 5-point lead here in the 4th. With that field goal, now it takes a touchdown to beat them, so you want to pin them back and then let the defense have a little room to work with. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. To the air, it's Morton. Quarterback adapting. He's going to take off. He's out of bounds, picked up the first down, but more important, only 15 seconds left.
And he does every single thing right on that play. Late in the game, you're trailing. You need to get this first down, but you got to try to save as much clock as possible. He's able to get
intercepted, and that is the last thing they needed.
And some guys just have a knack of finding the football, and he is one of them. Like, you can just tell when the ball's in the air, he's like, that is mine. His second big game-changing play.
Hello and welcome everyone to a game that we've been eagerly awaiting. As we'll see the number 21 team in the country, the Texas A&M Aggies, taking on the 8th-ranked team in the land, the LSU Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. Welcome to the home of the Alabama Crimson Tide, Tuscaloosa, Alabama, Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium. As we'll see the number 21 team in the country, the Texas A&M Aggies, taking on the 9th-ranked team in the land, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Texas A&M set to kick off to christen this game. Fielded in the end zone. It's Adams. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. Play from the pistol. Going to the ground. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. They'll run play action. Lets it fly. He's got him wide open. Turning it on. He's at the 40. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds.
And this defense is figuring out early in this football game, man. They've got to be dialed in because this passing attack, it's lethal because they get it to their speedsters, and after the catch, they're really good. Got to tighten up that coverage and get those guys on the ground when they catch the football.
Tight end now in motion. Dropping back, it's Simpson. Bringing the heat. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
The pull and throw off the RPO. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And those aren't the guys I'm leaving open on defense. These slot wide receivers, they've got the space in the middle of the field to work. I got to make sure that I got somebody inside of him. I got somebody outside of him. I can't give him the football because a lot of times these guys, they're good with it after the catch. They got that quickness. They got that speed. And he showed some of it there.
This is a hard defense to run to the outside against because of their speed. You saw in that last play their ability to go sideline to sideline, win at the point of attack as they shut down that sweep point.
Yeah, and it's also hard when you get in the red because what do we do on defense? We bring in all the big bodies, so there's not a lot of space in there to run. I like getting the ball in the perimeter. You toss it out there, you're running back. He gets out there faster. We got a positive game. Still a couple plays here left, too.
On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there.
Nice job by the QB sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off, and slide. I love the slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. Trying to pick it up on the ground. And he launches in for the score. Touchdown, Bama!
You're the better team. You're playing at home. That's the way you start a football game. Putting a drive together, getting 6 on the board, taking the lead. Nice start by this offense.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. He'll bring it out. It's Owens. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. He'll pull it down and run. Open space at the 25. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down.
What an individual effort there by the quarterback on the RPO, because everybody was covered. He just takes off, and he shows you his ability out in the open field. He's like a running back. He's got great vision. He's got the speed. He looks so natural when he's in the second level carrying the rock. Huge gain on offense by the Q. I love it on the play.
And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Lofts one high and deep. Got it! They will score! Touchdown, Aggie!
Sometimes it's players, not plays, or sometimes it's both. And when you got that guy and you put him in the slot and you let him burn for a go route right past a nickel corner or one of the reserve corners or a safety, that's a great job by the offense, and that speed you can't teach, and that's why he's in the house for 6.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Use the play fake, now to throw. Heaves it on the run. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on first down. Second down coming up.
Looks to me on that deep ball like he was forcing it a little bit. You got to be careful as a quarterback. You're not trying to outduel the other guy who just threw a touchdown pass. You're just trying to win the game. So just execute the plays. The ball goes to who it's designed to go to. And if that means you got to turn around and hand it off, then that's what you got to do. But I think on that last deep ball, he'd be forcing it a little bit.
He wasn't far from taking it to the house, and that'll be the final play of the first quarter. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Looking for a man, it's Simpson. Fires to the wideout. Got him downfield. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business. Alabama may always be built on the run, but these days they elevate with a high-flying pass game.
And great coaches evolve, and we've seen the evolution of this Alabama offense over the last several years, and it's not just run. It's not just...
Headed to the end zone, and he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Alabama! When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
He'll bring it out. It's Owens. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Quarterback keeper. Hard running there. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays.
I'm not sure what the quarterback saw in that one, but that was a very quick decision to take off and run with it to try to get his offense some positive yards.
Wants to go up top on first down. That's caught. It's Williams. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quick.
Picked off. What a play to set him up. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
And that is such a veteran play by that defender. In cover zero, he knows the quarterback's going to have to get rid of the football quickly, so he's getting ready to jump anything that's going to be underneath. He does just that. Great job with the speed. Nice job reeling it in for the INT.
And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. They'll move the wide receiver. The give to the back. Oh, better look out. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. They get him down, but this offense is set up first and goal from the 9.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking more guys in the box. More big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just a great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
Alabama comes to the line with a first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And this one will be stopped for no gain. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Scanning the field, it's Simpson. Pocket breaking down. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. And how big is that earlier sack now as they try to get it in the end zone here? Trying play action. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. The defense burns their third and final timeout of the half. They'll try to put 3 on the board as the field goal unit comes on. Oh, he missed it. No good. And the margin remains at 7 after the miss.
Hey, sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Pressure coming.